Hey everybody, it's Jim from Jim's Coleus. Thanks for joining me. Another episode. Here we are. I got my fabulous potted Coleus. Is this a beautiful Coleus or what? Look at this beautiful red. I'm going to get into that a little later. How I determine what to pot and which ones and so forth. But red was definitely the color for this one. This is beautiful. This is so young. It's gonna be a fabulous Coleus. Wait till, if you're following along, remember this pot. Wait till later, May, June. Wait till you see what this looks like. This is beautiful. So anyway, I'm gonna post a video. Obviously, here I am. We got our Coleus separated. If you're following along, if you're at the same stage, you may be a little behind or ahead. It's all right. Plenty of time. If you didn't sow your seeds yet, still plenty of time. You can sow your Coleus seeds anytime, depending on where you are. Also, if you're in northern Siberia, I guess it's a little colder there, or have you. But anyway, let's get it serious again now. We got our trays going. I have about 15 trays. They're doing real well. Since my last video, I potted the majority of my Coleus germinations. I have about maybe 24 Coleus left in Jiffy pods that need to be potted. But anyway, they're in nursery pots. They're doing really well. I'm going to go over with you guys now what I do to maintain these Coleus. Now again, these are in my house. I have my little greenhouse, we'll show that. I have my 2 racks in front of my bay window. We got the grow light, between the grow light and the natural light coming in, and proper watering and rotating. They're gonna do well, and yours can do just as well. Just follow along. I'm going to go over a couple of things that you may have problems with, and how to get in touch with me. If you want to show me pictures and so forth, or if you had a question, is there a Coleus that you particularly like in one of my videos, and you want to know how you get your hands on one of them, or what the name is and so forth, and things like that. So anyway, I got an Instagram channel. I'm pretty active on Instagram. I really enjoy Instagram. And of course Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, you can check Jim's Holiest of Coleus on Facebook, and hook up with me on Messenger, and you can send me pictures, and please do, absolutely. I'd love to see your Coleus plants and how they're doing, and so absolutely send me those pictures. And I always return comments. I love the comments. I may miss here 1 or 2 once in a while, but I'm always checking. I have so many videos. I have thousands of people. I'm almost up to 2,600, but that's a count. That's a number. I just enjoy the interaction, and I learn so much from you people out there. There's people who are just fabulous. They suggest things and stuff, so I enjoy it. That's how I learn, and I hope to pass on what I know to you guys. And I try to make it real easy so we can have lots of fun, because it shouldn't be difficult to do something that you enjoy, and this is a lot of fun. So, all right, so let's go take a look at my Coleus. I think the count's about 500. I have about 15 trays. Each tray holds, I have 3-inch nursery pots. Each tray holds about 18 pots, and I put 2 Coleus per pot. So you do 15, do the math, it comes out to around 500, 530 or so Coleus plants, and I still have a few to do. So anyway, let's go take a look at the plants at the Coleus, and let's go through some problems, questions, and things that I do to make them look great. All right, so thanks for following. If you don't, please subscribe. If you have friends that might like this, please have them subscribe. And if they have friends or cousins or family members that you think might like to do this, have them please subscribe. But check me out on Instagram, check me out on Facebook, and we'll have lots of fun, and we'll grow lots of Coleus this spring and summer. And if you're in the New Jersey Shore area, I have in Bayhead, I do the Bayhead Farmers Market, and I actually sell my Coleus at the Farmers Market, and that starts in June. It's the first. It's each Thursday between noon and 6 p.m. That's in Bay Head, New Jersey, Ocean County. So if you're in the Jersey Shore area and you're going to be around on vacation or whatever, you can come and check out some Jim's Holiest of Coleus in person. All right, so let's go take a look at these youngsters. All right, so it's been about 5 days, and I'm going to shoot this quick video out for a number of reasons to show you how well they've grown. Number one, if you're following along, yours should be doing just as well. They may not be the same size. It all depends. There's so many factors, so don't always go by how my plants are doing because of all different circumstances. Yours may be smaller. They may have longer stems. There's a number of reasons why that is. But you can see they're doing real well. I've been pretty busy. I did about 15 trays, so I have generally about 525, 530 Coleus. You can see they're really taking off. Couple of things you may encounter. Let me see if I can get I have a good plan here that shows if it shows up on the screen here. You can see we got a little bit of that mold, that fuzzy mold. That's just, especially from being inside this greenhouse, the moisture and the soil is just perfect for the mold. It's not going to kill your plants. Just gently brush it away. It's no different than the mold that you encountered with your Jiffy Pods. So just gently brush it away. Let it dry out a little. That may be just a lot of moisture, so let it dry out, it'll go away. Don't let it completely dry out. Remember, your plants need water. And you can see these the magnificent colors. Look at all these colors, my God. And it's just about a month and a half old, not even. So we got lots and lots of great color. They look really healthy. Different stages of growth. Some of them look a little better than others. I just trimmed a couple of, there were some leaves that were clearly dead, damaged. I just snipped them with a little sharp scissors. Coleus, like I said, they're prolific, they're strong. There's a nice finger paint, kaleidoscope finger paint. Beautiful, isn't it? You can trim the little piece. You see a damaged leaf, trim it. It's not going to hurt it. It's like pruning your Coleus. So some reds, that's all the Defiance coming in. So what I just did is when you have trays of this, you know, if you're Coleus, excuse my phone is ready to retire. I just rotated each tray front to back and from one level to another. I do this, you'll notice especially if you're in front of a bay window, they're going to go and reach towards the light. So you can see these are all facing me. They were facing towards the window. So I like to rotate them around. It's good for the plant, gives them a little different aspect. And that's what they do when they're out in nature. They reach towards the light. I water them. I generally use, now that I have a lot of plants to take care of, I have this sprayer, and it's really handy. There's a little scissors that I use, very fine scissors to cut the little leaves, anything that looks dead, and I grab any debris. Same thing, any debris falls off into your soil, just pick it up. You can see that one, I had a damaged leaf. It's only got 2, and it's not going to hurt it. It's going to grow. It's going to do fine. And these are very young yet. So it's important to keep them warm. Keep your grow light going. Again, I put my grow light, I moved just for the purposes of the video and to get these trays out. But I'm keeping the grow light on 24/7 still. Right now they're getting a nice shot of indirect winter evening sun. It's fabulous. Does great. These Coleus are loving it. So, but I keep the grow light on 24/7 for at least another month or so. Make sure that these get really established and rooted. And then again, I will introduce them to the day and night cycle. And in another month or so, the days are going to be longer. We want to increase light. That's what we're doing with these plants. You want to increase the amount of light, daylight, green light, plant light, what have you. Very important to keep your plants healthy now. And then once we get into spring and summer, obviously they're going to be stronger, more mature, and then the days are going to be longer. And by then we'll be out of the indoors here and we'll be out in the greenhouse where the magic really happens, when the heat and humidity starts setting in. And here's a perfect example. Here's one that's, one of them died, one of them just didn't make it. So I pulled it out. And then again, inside my greenhouse, these I just potted a day or so ago. So I put them in here. Again, here's my green light. A few people ask where I got these. I got this is my new one. And I really like this. Is a full spectrum green light. I got it on Amazon. It's around $30. Very safe, light, no heat, a little bit of warmth. You can actually feel a little bit of warmth. And it does magic for these. It works really great in conjunction with this greenhouse. And there's a few more pots on the bottom. So I keep this closed, zippered up, gets that moisture going in there. And every couple of days I'll open it up and let it air out. And I move those. Actually, I just took those out just to take a look at them. Cleared any debris, any dead plants. Moved them out. But again, if you see any of that mold setting in, just gently sweep it away. Water them. You can see I got a little water on the leaves. It's not going to hurt. It's going to evaporate. I generally don't soak the leaves, but every once in a while, let's get these little babies started. I'll give them a gentle spritz, a little spray. But I don't soak the soil. I don't saturate it, but I make sure that the soil gets moisture. We want to make sure that the Coleus are getting their drink. Make sure they're getting drink. You don't want to soak the soil. So just make sure you water them every day, or you can even skip a day or so. It depends. These are near the baseboard heat and that sun, so they may get dried out. I check them. I have this little sprayer. I got this at the Dollar General as well. But now that I have these trays, I can't really use the hand waterer. It just takes too long, and the sprayer is really, really good, and it sprays a stream. But they're doing really well. There was a kaleidoscope over here I wanted to show you that looks really, really nice. Where are you? Whenever I want to find a Coleus, I can't. So, but you can see they look really, really nice. Whoop. Look at the color on that one. So yeah, make sure you don't soak your soil. Just make sure that they get water, especially when you just pot them. You want to make sure that they get water. I rotate these trays back to forth, back to front, and from one rack to another. I just finished these. So these were on the bottom rack, and the fronts were towards the window. I rotate them every few days because these are they're gonna follow the sun. Even with the grow light, you can see that doesn't even really show up, but these are great, these grow lights. So I make sure I water them. I do have the time release pellets. I just put a little bit in it because you don't want to burn your plants. If you don't have time release pellets and you're using Miracle Grow soil, you don't need to put fertilizer. They'll be fine. But I just sprinkle a little in there, and it's fine. And then as the season progresses, and if you're following my channel, I'll be posting videos. I'm going to get into hardening the Coleus, and eventually how I create different pots, how I let some of these grow in the pots, and then others I split up once again finally to make either these hanging baskets or these oval decorative pots, or these little small ones, and of course the scalloped colored pots. And I decide that I don't do that until May, the end of May. It all depends on how far along the Coleus are. But I do that once these are older and their colors and characteristics are more set. And one may have a really perfect example is this here. And again, I opened up with this. This has such deep, beautiful red that it goes in a red pot. I mean, there would be no other pot. I mean, I would put it in a blue pot, but that's red. So I might have a Coleus that has a really beautiful green, and we'll put it in a green pot, like this Japanese giant. So, so that's what I do. But right now, my job to maintain these, keep the trays moist, keep them well watered, not saturated. I don't water from the bottom, although I could. I don't like to. That's my preference. These trays are catering trays. They will hold water, but I just don't. I prefer to water them myself. So, and again, rotate them back to front. And I just keep a lookout. I have no insects. Luckily, no insects. I keep an eye out for insects. But being indoors, I shouldn't have any. There's a little fella. Some Defiance Coleus. That's a beautiful. I think that's an electric line coming in. So, so if you're following along and you want to get in touch with me, I know I said it in my last video, I like to say it. You notice I repeat stuff an awful lot. I do that for a reason. Certainly, I repeat something that's very important. If I say it a million times, you're going to remember it. Okay, so anyway, if you have problems with your Coleus, there's something that maybe you're not sure about and you want to get a hold of me, I have an Instagram. I love Instagram. I have an active Instagram channel. I use it almost every day. And Facebook. Jim's Holiest of Coleus on Facebook. Friend me on Facebook. Connect to me on Messenger. And you can send me all your photos. And I'd love to see your photos if you're growing Coleus. Especially if you bought seeds from me. But absolutely, send me a picture. Any kind of questions on my Facebook Messenger. And I'll get back to you. It's a lot of fun. What keeps me going. So, all right. So these are looking fabulous, and I'm gonna say another 5 days or so, I'll shoot out another video. Maybe I can think up some other stuff to help you guys out. But we're marching towards spring, and things look really, really well. So any suggestions, comments, please leave them at the end of the video. Thanks a lot for subscribing to Jim's Holiest of Coleus. Okay, until next week, have a good week, everybody.